Hello everyone. Previously, I showed you how to install the latest security updates for Windows 8. 1 and Windows Server 2012 R2. You can check them out on my channel, or via the links in the description and the cards. Today, I will show you how to do this for Windows Server 2008 R2. I have a clean system here. As you can see, the current date is April 2026. The version is 2008 R2 SP1. I will demonstrate a working method that helps you get everything up to date. Immediately after a clean installation, you will encounter an error when attempting to search for updates. To resolve this, you need to manually install several update packages and make a few changes to the registry, but let's take things one step at a time. I have pre-prepared all the packages and numbered them to make the installation process clear. I will share all the packages and registry tweaks in the description. The first step is to install the root certificate update package, after which you must restart the system. This is an update from Microsoft for the Windows Root Certificate program. It improves the mechanism for automatically updating trusted root certificates on Windows. The second step is to install the Servicing Stack Update March 2019, KB4490628. This is a Windows component responsible for the update installation process, checking for, downloading, extracting, and applying patches. If the servicing stack is outdated or contains errors, new updates may fail to install, cause system crashes, or not appear in Windows Update at all. Next, install the SHA-2 Code Signing Support Update package. This is a critical security update that adds support for SHA-2, SHA-256, code signing to the operating system. Prior to 2019, Microsoft used the older and less secure SHA-1 algorithm to sign updates, drivers, executable files, and Windows components. Since mid-2019, Microsoft has fully transitioned to an SHA-2 only standard for signing all new Windows updates as well as many drivers. Without this update, Windows Server 2008 R2 cannot verify or install new security updates, starting from approximately August 2019 and all subsequent releases, nor can it install modern drivers and software signed with SHA-2. This package requires a mandatory restart. Now we will install KB4555449, the most recent extended servicing stack update. This package makes it possible to install newer security updates, including all ESU updates that come out after January 2020. A lot of people who try to install updates for 2008 R2, either by hand or through an ESU bypass, run into problems until they install this SSU or a later version. Installing package KB4575903 is step 5. ESU is a paid program that provides you extra security support after regular support ends. For Server 2008 R2, this date was January 14, 2020. The system won't be able to turn on the ESU key, MAK key, or install security updates after that under the ESU program without this package. The package changes the licensing system so that Windows knows it is allowed to obtain ESU updates. You need to update the Windows Update client after restarting. This is what update KB3138612 does. It fixes problems with the old update agent, like slow searches for updates, high CPU usage while scanning, and errors when trying to connect to update servers. Microsoft put out a new version, KB50168892, in August 2022. It was called the 2022 to 2008 Extended Security Updates (ESU) Licensing Preparation Package. It makes more changes to the licensing system to make sure that it can correctly accept and activate an ESU key, MAK, especially for the later years of extended support, 2022-2023 and beyond. You need to install a special tool called BypassESU now. This tool lets you install the most recent monthly security updates. Go to the folder and run the LiveOS setup CMD file as an administrator. This is very important. The utility won't be able to set up the right settings if you don't run the file in this mode. A small menu will appear in a command prompt window. You need to choose the first option so that you can get updates for both the operating system and Net Framework 4. When you can, you should definitely keep these parts up to date. Wait for the utility to write and register the necessary libraries. Afterward, feel free to close the command prompt and be sure to restart your system. Now you can go to Windows Update. I'll use the shortcut Command WAP to get to it quickly. To check for new updates, click the button. I should say right away that the first search could take a long time. For me, it took 10 minutes. Right away, 141 updates were found. There are so many because my system is completely clean. Let's go ahead and install the updates. The updates will be downloaded from the internet to your computer and then installed. Get some coffee and wait. When you install a lot of updates at once, you may often run into problems. This is normal. This happens when some updates need to be installed one at a time instead of all at once. After that, we restart the system to put them into effect. You should go back to Windows Update after restarting. At this point, I suggest checking to see which packages were successfully applied and which ones weren't. Do the same thing again and look for new updates. You will find package KB5071810, the most recent SSU servicing stack update, which came out on November 11, 2025, after you do a second search. It makes the update system more reliable and compatible, and it fixes problems that could stop new security updates from being installed. You won't get the newest updates without this package. So, if Windows Update didn't ask you to download and install it, you can use my archive to do it yourself. Now I will move on to the installation. After it's done, make sure to restart your system. Once again, install all available updates offered by the system. We are restarting again so that some of the updates can take effect. Upon reopening the Update Center, a new batch of updates will be waiting for you. Install them and restart your system. Let's check for updates one more time. I'd like to explain how this mechanism works in more detail. When you start this process, your system checks its local database, which is the file at c/windows/software distribution/datastore/datastore. EDB. Take note of how big this file is, 9 GB. You can always tell if the system is actively interacting with it if you know this. The Resource Monitor tool, which you can open from the Task Manager, can be very useful in this situation. Go to the Disk tab in Resource Monitor. Then, check to see if the system is reading or writing to the data store. EDB file. You should be able to find it there. This is how it should be, since the process of looking for new updates is going on in the background right now. As you can see, a lot more updates have been found now. You will see the most recent and complete security package, which is from January 2026. This is exactly what we need. Let's try to install all of these. The newest package will probably not install and will give you an error. Don't worry, this is normal, and we will fix it. Rebooting. You can see that the January update didn't install by looking at the list of installed packages. You will get the same error if you try to install it again or if you download it separately from the Microsoft website as a standalone package and try to install it. You need to change the registry in a way that I have already shown you how to do in order to get around this problem. Go to folder number 11. You need to open the side-by-side registry key x64 file and check that the changes to the registry were made. Make sure to update Windows after that so that the changes take effect. Now you are all set to receive the latest security updates. Starting installation. As you can see, this time the update installed successfully and is ready to be applied after a restart. After the download is finished, you can check to see if the January 2026 update has been successfully installed on the system. Then, you should install an extra security package in the Net Framework 4 package. We then do the same thing for the next round. It turned out to be pretty easy, as you can see. I know that this operating system is no longer officially supported, but I want to make sure that my test rigs are running the most recent version. As I said before, I will put all of the files in the archive on my website so that you can download them and see exactly which registry keys I am changing. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more interesting videos coming your way.